the spiritual aspect of trading. Now we have gotten to the deepest parts, and I don't think there are videos explaining this part of trading on the internet. Now, the idea of the spiritual part is understanding that what's gonna make you money in the industry has nothing to do with your physical performance. Since the first day you came across trading, you have been struggling till date. You have seen a few profits here and there. Probably you've even withdrawn once, but you have given back everything to the markets. And the whole truth is that you are in a net loss since when you started this trading thing. At some point, you thought it was a strategy, and then you changed strategy, and then the same issue kept happening. You probably tried to get a course and even a mentorship. Some of you even changed mentors if you had before, and you experienced things like them neglecting you after receiving your money, or them never getting to hold any live stream, or never try to teach you, which are the scammers in the industry, the worst set of people to ever meet. And every new year that come by, you tell yourself that this is going to be my year, I'm gonna get profitable this year, I'm gonna get 100k funded this year, but then it still end up in blowing accounts, failing challenges, getting even more frustrated. Well, spare me just a few minutes of your time, and I'm gonna make you see and know what successful traders know about trading. And I bet you're not gonna be able to find a video like this in the entire YouTube. Listen, I'm not here to teach you a new strategy, a new concept, or tell you my course or mentorship is the best out there. No. My main intent for this video is to tell you the exact thing I did that got me profitable, so that you can literally learn and do the same thing. I feel sad for those watching this video that have been stuck, struggling in these markets for 6 years, some people 7, some people 12 years, some people maybe just a year. It's really hard hanging on even in the face of losses, and everybody that believed in your trading slowly starts trying to mock you, trying to tell you trading is a scam. Some will tell you go get a real job. Trading is not a real job. It's really hard hanging on, and I've been there because there were a couple of times I tried quitting, but the issue is that I had no degree, no physical skill, no job. I had to face my fears. I had to face trading squarely because I had no option. The truth of the issue is trading is not fair, and no matter how many years you've spent in, the market will continue to be ruthless and unforgiving to you, because that's just what the market is. If you will experience any change at any time, then it's exactly when you decide to change what you have been doing. I had this, I actually wept because I've lost so much. I've lost money I was supposed to use for my school fees. I cried so much the day I actually dropped out from school because I just couldn't continue again. I had this, I back tested for more than 3 days in the stretch. No bits, it's heavy load of caffeine because I was obsessed with changing my life. I wasn't doing that from a healthy mental state. I was frustrated and I wanted it to work ASAP. I fought myself all through the journey. So I can tell you that there is nothing you have experienced I haven't experienced. And if I was able to come out of it, then it means I have what it takes to tell you how to come out of this. Now, the main thing that makes every single unprofitable trader you meet, I meet, or we have ever met unprofitable lies in these 3 things. Okay, so trading has 3 major arms, and this classification is something you have not heard before. This is the physical aspect, the mental aspect, and the spiritual aspect. Most of the YouTube videos you meet are more focused on the physical aspect, like the strategy, the new concepts, and other videos that might talk about the mental aspect of trading have really low engagement. Everybody's focused on the physical aspect, but now you're going to learn the mental aspect and the spiritual aspect. And until you have all of these conflicts, you cannot, I will say again and again and again, you cannot be profitable. So the physical aspect involves technical analysis and risk management. So now if you want to talk about technical analysis, you need to understand that learning technical analysis is just like when a baby is learning how to walk. And today you're an adult, you're watching this video. If somebody comes and asks you, how can I walk? You'll be like, well, just walk. You don't know how to like bring out ideas step by step on how somebody can learn to walk, because it's part of you, it's just something you do. Now, every successful trader has their strategy as part of them, just part of what they do. And most of the times, that's why you don't see them teaching these things the way it is online, because it's going to be too long, and most times it's hard to put it out exact way it is in your head. So when learning a particular strategy, you need to learn that strategy the way a baby learns how to walk. Now, when a baby is learning how to walk, he often needs something like a toy like equipment that makes him learn how to walk. Most parents use this for children that refuse to walk early or attempt to walk early. And these equipments stands for the YouTube video or the mentorship or the course you literally took. That starter pack, that first thing you did is the aid. So the baby uses this, and at some point he wouldn't be needing that equipment anymore. Baby will try to walk on his own. Now, will the baby walk properly like an adult? No, never going to walk even like a 5-year-old or even a 3-year-old. The baby will still shake, will still stagger. That is exactly when you have been able to adapt something that works. Now you are using it, but you would make plenty of mistakes. You see the baby fall every now and then. You would make plenty of mistakes. Now, it's in this particular time many traders seek more strategy videos. It's this particular time many traders try to get new mentors. But this is the time when you need to embrace failing. Those losing streaks that happen, long losing streaks, yes, they are needed. The only reason why you're frustrated and feel like the whole world is against you is because you are using life capital to test all these things. You're trading with, maybe some of you trade with your rent money, your school fees, money, important money. You're like, I've learned how to trade, so it's time to put my money in. So these losses become excruciatingly painful. Now, no parent is going to allow their child learn how to walk on a bridge. No parent is going to allow their child learn how to walk properly close to a pit where they could fall and lose their life, or on a staircase. No, you're going to learn, you're going to watch this child walk stagger, and lots of pillows around the child, because you know they would fall. You need to be with a fucking demo account, because you know you would make mistakes, you know you would lose money, you would blow accounts. This is when you have to keep your finances out of the markets. But a lot of people never listen, and that's their cup of tea. But you're watching this video right now, you want to change your life, isn't it? You have to listen to everything I am saying. Now, at this point, as a trader that wants to become profitable, this is where you need to be journaling your mistakes. This is when you need to develop checklists according to the feedbacks you're getting. Maybe you're making mistakes, you're skipping steps without knowing. Well, you need a checklist whereby you need to mark every step needs to be arranged, and until all these boxes are ticked, that's when you can take a trade. This is when you need to meet your mentor and ask him, well, I lost today trading this pair, so how can what mistake did I make? Is it a normal loss or I caused it? Now the mentor is going to give you feedback, and that's why you need a mentor. And that's why you don't just need any mentor, you need a mentor like me. Yes, I'll say it like me, because I get tons of DMs every day from my students, and this is exactly how I help them, because I try to create a connection with my students personally, because I know everybody's level of assimilation is different, everybody's background is different, and if I have to attend to everybody in a group form, a lot of people will be left out. The way my mentorship is structured, you can always meet me to ask me questions. I lost today, what's the problem? I'm either fixing a class to explain that to you and others that have the same issue, or I'm going to make a video explaining that issue, exclusive video for my mentees. The kind of videos I give to my mentees, the kind of information I give to them, just can't be anywhere on YouTube, because it's more than premium. And these are the kind of mentorships you should belong to, because while you're missing those steps like a baby, you would fall, and you don't want to fall and think you have failed. Imagine the baby falls first time and even has an injury and think, okay, walking is not for him. The baby is going to be a cripple for life, but the baby will still try. The baby will try to use his hand to walk this time. He will still try to use his leg, okay? And that's exactly what you should be doing. You're not going to fail at one strategy and then start using a different concept because you think that would work. No, you still have to maintain the same pace and learn from your mistakes. And it's going to be easier because you don't have any money attached. Now, risk management. This is another arm of the physical aspect of trading. Risk management has everything to do with personality and risk tolerance. I personally am a conservative trader. I don't like aggressive trading because I understand that risk appetites and risk tolerance could be tied to somebody's personality, but skill set is also going to be involved as to why you should risk like that or not. For instance, a trader that is starting out to be profitable can close every month with 2% profits. Yes, he's profitable. He has not grown to the extent whereby he makes 20% a month. So even when you're profitable, there are levels to that. And even when you are an unprofitable trader, there are levels to that. A trader that is just starting out is different from a trader that now has a strategy but is still making mistakes. It's different from a trader that is following a particular strategy and is journaling, is trying to do all what should make a trader profitable. Okay, that trader is different from the other trader that is going from video to video. So even when you're unprofitable yet, you're still in different hierarchies, and when you're profitable yet, there's still different hierarchies. So when you're that trader that's making 2% a month after 20 trades, well, you're profitable, but means there's a lot to filter. Now, a trader like this, should you start risking 5% per trade, 6% per trade? There's a reason why you're ending the month 2% after 20 trades. It's because there are a lot of losing trades and break-even trades that is fighting your winners. And that's why your winners are small. So what if your first 10, 15 trades are all losses and the remaining 5 trades are wins with good RR? And they are yet to come, but you are experiencing the losing streaks, and you decide to up your, okay, now I'm profitable. I made 2% last 3, 4, 5 months consistently, so now I'm profitable, so let me up my risk. What happened? You're going to blow up before the winners come. So when you see successful trader out there risking high percentage, it's not just about risk tolerance, it's about skill set. They now have been able to optimize their trading so much. The child that was once shaking can now run. The child that once ran and fell can now run on a staircase. There are levels to these things, and you need to understand where you are. And just when you're excited that, okay, I've started seeing progress, I ended the month with 5%, well, you still need to do more, because there are still lots of those losing trades that you have to create rules and optimize your strategy in a way you're not going to get affected by them. Now, this is the work of journaling and a mentor. A mentor will easily tell you, well, I don't take profit at so time anymore. And before you, the mentee has even realized, it's because he's ahead of you. And you quickly go and work on that information he gave you and test it and see that truly taking profit at so time is not good. It's going to cut out your wins. So you adapt. Now, you wouldn't have known this if you were working on your own. It would have taken you more years to figure that out. So there is a lot of things you need to know about risk management and strategy or technical analysis, which is the physical aspect of trading. So what about the mental aspect of trading? Now, the mental aspect of trading involves your conscious, okay? Involves the art of not repeating the same mistakes again. Let's assume the previous day you closed too early. The ability to be very self-aware and know that, oh, you messed up. Even if that day ended in a win, you messed up, and you journal it. And the key takeaway is that never ever close when price has not gotten to your TP. The self-awareness to do that, to like take accountability, to like probe yourself, is a mental part of trading that many people don't have. A lot of people, their brains get to shut down during a winning streak because they're like, wow, I'm winning, I'm doing everything right. But the truth is, whether you're in a losing streak, whether you're winning streak, there are a lot of things to learn to improve. And you have to be very self-aware. You would catch yourself doing some greedy things. You catch yourself hesitating. All of these things, the ability to know these things and work on them and not repeat them ever again, is the mental side of trading. And what's crazy is that you can never completely outsmart this part of trading, which is psychology. You can never outsmart it completely. You can outsmart it maybe 90%, 95%, but not outrightly. And that's exactly why your win rate could be 80% in strategy, but in reality, it just can't be 80% over time. Because there'll be days you would perform, you have an A game, the days you have a B game, the days you have a C game. That's why I recommend people to read The Mental Game of Trading. You're going to understand on a deep level why you shouldn't fight some things, why the ability to submit to mistakes in your learning phase is what is going to get you profitable. That's mistakes of making mistakes, accepting it, that okay, it's fine. Remember, you're not putting your money to it yet, but you're learning, you're journaling, you are also improving your mental state. The mental aspect of trading, just like when you're trying to improve your strategy, you should also try to improve the mental aspect of your trading, which is journaling your emotions before, journaling your emotions during the trade, journaling your emotions after the trade. And then if there is any bad behavior, bad feeling, then you should have where to journal the trigger, why it happened, what caused it, and you want to track that trigger and you want to eliminate it. You want your mental game to be A plus. You want to be on chart and always be calm. That feeling is underrated. When you're on chart and you're calm, you're waiting for the market to completely print what you have on your checklist. Now, how are you able to emulate? How are you able to adapt this process? Well, you need guidance. You need somebody because some people are not just all that self-aware. Example, I had a student that met me the other day and told me, boss, I don't know, whenever I see my setup, I'll be waiting for you to confirm that you're saying the same thing, or else I'll not be able to take the trade because I'm scared. And I told him, well, you are lacking confidence. And what is the solution to lacking confidence? Well, you need to backtest what you think you know. The strategy I've taught you, you need to spend hours backtesting and collecting data. There are really, really wrong ways to backtest that are fruitless. Backtesting ways that will not bring you any result, that will just run you into anxiety. This is when you start using replay mode. I talked about it in my last video, using replay mode to backtest what you don't really know. I'm talking about that phase when you already understand the strategy, then you want to gather confidence. You want to see it play out multiple times. I want to be very conversant with the steps involved to see that entry model before you execute. You want to know it in and out. Backtesting will fix that shit for you. And that's what I told him. And he went to do the backtesting and he became very confident. Problem fixed. Now, if I wasn't there, what would happen? He would think his problem is fear. So next trade, he's going to tell himself, I'm not going to be afraid today. So be brave, be brave. And then he's going to think the issue is by trying to be courageous before you get into a trade. No, you need to trick your mind to be confident. You don't force your mind, you have to trick it. And how you trick it? Backtest. When you backtest, automatically you become confident. I've seen this thing happen multiple times. I have data to back it up that this particular pattern shows up and it works. And it works 8 over 10, 9 over 10. You have the exact data that shows that it works. So this is why you need a guidance, you need a mentor. And that's exactly what I do for my students. That's exactly how I'm able to have over 200 students. Some of them are no longer with me, some of them are still with me, that are completely doing well in the market. The spiritual aspect of trading. Now we have gotten to the deepest parts, and I don't think there are videos explaining this part of trading on the internet. Now, the idea of the spiritual part is understanding that what's gonna make you money in the industry has nothing to do with your physical performance. Now, this is hard. So this works and applies in every aspect of life. What happens to many people that do 9 to 5 that are struggling is that they think and they also believe that if they don't go to work, they're gonna get sacked. And well, in reality, if they don't go to work, they're gonna get sacked. But the truth of the matter is, this is exactly why they are stuck in lack. This is why they need to get a paycheck to get what they want. And this is why they get paid 12 times in a full year. Okay? Because that is their reality, that they have to work to get money in. Now, they are not expecting money from anywhere else than their jobs. And so be it. How does the businessman think? Well, the still struggling businessman will think, I have to do my video content, editing, posting to make people see me. He doesn't do it. He feels like, well, I haven't done any work today, so money is not going to come. So until I do work, money is going to come. Now, the rich men like Elon Musk, you see Elon Musk posting lots of tweets on his Twitter. That's because he believes he's rich and money will always come regardless of what he does. Now, this is the mental frequency he operates in, and that's his reality. And the universal law says you have to be to become. So in the trader's world, you need to have the conviction that regardless if I trade this week or not, if I see my setup or not, if this current trade running hits my TP or not, even if I'm in a losing streak now, even if I lost 3 trades in a row or I have won three trades in a row, regardless of what shows up in my reality, I am going to end the month profitable. So what happens in the physical realm, you are not trying to make it happen. You are doing the physical part, which is the following your rules, which is learning from your mistake, improving your mental game, which is trying to be disciplined with the rules you set, reading your journal. These are routine, and you have to create systems to make sure you carry out this routine so that you can be able to do the physical and mental parts. Remember, I said you have to be A+ in all of these parts. But in the spiritual part, you also have to be A+, knowing that those things you do are routine. The results, it's in your head. I have always understood that at the end of the week, I would withdraw from my broker. I just know. I make that in plans, financial plans and everything. I just know it just has to happen. But I don't try to do it. Because if you try to do it, you're adapting the mindset that if you don't try, it won't happen. So I do what I have to do, follow my rules, stick the trades, stick to rules, and I'll see. I put my TP here, price gets close to the TP and start reversing the break even. I'm not bothered. I know I'm going to get paid at the end of the week, and then it always happens. If you join the free Telegram community in the description, you see me posting my withdrawals, my win weekly. I'm not monthly, weekly, because I just know it will happen and then it happens. This part is not talked about enough. You struggling, imagine you just have the conviction that, well, you are a profitable trader. And regardless of whether you make mistakes or not, whether you're learning, whether you are seeing physical improvement, well, you are a profitable trader. Do you know what that's going to do to you? It's going to make you calm. You're going to be free from worry and anxiety. So you take trading like a leisure because you're not expecting yourself to bring out the profitability. You're not. You are not expecting yourself to make the profitability happen. You believe it just have to happen because you're profitable. Elon believes he's just going to make millions and billions because he is the richest soul on the planet. You need to believe you are profitable. That's just who you are. And whether it shows up in reality or not, that's not your business. You are a profitable trader. That's what you just believe. This is exactly the mindset that would move you from being broke and unprofitable to reaching 2025. And I can bet you with everything I have, if you work on these 3 aspects of trading consciously with all your heart, I bet you're going to end this year with multiple payouts. And that's why you need to have direction. When you're learning your strategy, you need guidance. You shouldn't be learning vague things on the internet, scattered information. You need constant checks, constant guidance. You need somebody to run to, somebody to ask questions. You need that because everything on the internet is close to garbage. You're seeing a lot of information, a lot of approaches, a lot of things that do not work. Let me tell you guys something. The only way to win in the game of YouTube is by making other videos that other creators have done that worked for them. Now, people in the trading industries that in the trading space that are big on YouTube are big because they make videos that are proven to have views, not videos that will make you profitable, videos that are proven to have views. And think about it. Who are the people viewing it? More unprofitable, struggling traders. Profitable traders are not going to be on YouTube viewing videos. So those views are viewed by struggling traders, meaning this is what struggling traders like to watch. Same struggling traders that do not know what they need, that do not know that they need something way deeper than strategies. Well, this is what you would find most struggling traders watch. And they will just give you more of their content. And that's what you're going to see everywhere. So stop scrolling looking for a magic. Be smart and do things the right way, or else you're gonna struggle for as long as possible. I love you guys, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Do well to watch this video that's coming up. It's gonna tremendously change your trading. Peace.